Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I'm Cindy Daychuck with Queen Bee Creations, and we're doing a project that's kind of from the fact that I managed to thrift these balls. So they're kind of porous. They sound hollow, but I was thinking that these would be super cute painted out and then just tossed in the garden. You know, you could put them on a walkway, you could do them as center of decor, you could just toss them in wherever. So we're gonna start by getting them painted. Now I'm gonna be using Fusion paint for this. It's an all-in-one, so primer paint and top coat, and the top coat is pretty durable. So it's good for outdoors. These are pretty porous, so they're gonna soak up paint. Definitely 2 coats. We'll see how that goes. For the most part, usually 2 coats. Lighter colors, maybe a little bit more. Obviously, I'm gonna have to kind of prop them up and flip them roundish. We'll see how that goes. But we'll kind of take it from there. So I'm gonna go and check and see what colors I have open on the shelf, because I'm gonna start from there before I open new colors. And I'm just gonna get a couple of coats of paint on and then we'll be back. But I think that these could be super cute. Now, alternatives to this, because you might not thrift these balls. You could, you know, I've seen similar things done with bowling balls, actually. So people thrifting old used bowling balls, or, you know, getting old chipped ones from a bowling alley and painting them up and using them as part of their decor. Perfect. You could just get a big honking rock, right? Do the same thing. Or maybe not a honking rock, but maybe a reasonably sized rock. So I'm just gonna dig up some paint and take off my white jacket before I do, because it's just asking for trouble. All right, these are the 3 colors that I chose. Now this is Casement from the Fusion Mineral Paint line. This one is Harvest. No, it's not, it's Willow. I lied. This is Willow from the Fusion Alchemy line, has a built-in sealer, and this is Moss. And I just thought, you know, rather than going all just pale and pastel, let's go with some different colors for a change. Now, one of the things that I have done is I've kind of pulled, I have tons of bits and pieces of transfers. Oh, there's a butterfly. I think that'll probably work. And I thought it maybe made sense, rather than doing, you know, something just totally brand new, opening up a new transfer, to use up bits and pieces. So know that you could take any transfers that you want. Maybe you wanted a particular theme, you like particular florals. Any of that's cool. So I'm just gonna search through all of these little pieces and start pulling things that I think might work. And I kind of, oh, I didn't realize I had so much lavender left. I love this. This is my second one of these. Oh, I thought maybe there were sunflowers in there, but no. Okay, I think the lavenders are too big. All right, I'm just gonna keep looking, and I'm gonna get them outlined, all kind of cut out. Butterfly's a good contender. I have a little pouch with some small flowers, leaves, and then we'll come back. All right, what I have done is I've kind of put together mounts. I'm thinking these kind of color tones maybe on here. These kind of bluish tones I might do on here. And then these softer, pinky, creamy ones on here. We'll see how it goes. So it comes down to just simply starting. Now, I expect, Oh, this is the biggest one, so maybe we'll start with him. So it's going to be curving around the ball, which means I'm going to want to manipulate it a little bit. So I'm going to start with the main flower, and we'll see how this goes on. This is, like I said earlier, a porous surface. Now, one of the things that you could do is, if you like this idea, you could mix up concrete and fill a balloon and pack in as much as you can, and then just let the balloon sit. You'll have a flat base, but it'll kind of mound, and you could do the same kind of thing for your garden with that. But if you're out thrifting, maybe you find some, like an old bocce ball set or croquet, old croquet balls. Anything like that is going to work. So it's just a case of kind of looking at them and thinking, how can you repurpose them, right? So look beyond the balls. Just think in terms of how you could transform them to be able to use them. I'm thinking of those because they're at least sort of hardy and durable, right? That they're not going to roll around. They're going to stay where you put them. All right. This seems to be transferring on just fine. So let's get this one on. I was wondering, because the surface is a little porous and uneven, but if you notice, I'm kind of using a little bit more of the edge than just the flat, and I'm going kind of in multiple directions to try and capture all those little bumps and nooks and crannies and that kind of thing. And what I figure is I've got some little bugs, some bees and beetles and things that I'll use to fill in. But looking good. So I'm just gonna be sitting here for a while playing, decorating up my balls here, and then we'll kind of take a look when I get them done. But it's all the same thing, just kind of looking and placing them all the way around the surface. It is now time to seal these, because I'm going to be putting them outside. I definitely need to make sure that I seal the transfers. Now, understand this, transfers are really an indoor item. I'm going to be tossing them outside, so they're going to need as much protection as possible. Are they going to last years and years? Probably not. This is kind of an off-label use for the transfers, since they're going to be outside and I'm not bringing them in when it rains. So I am going to use Ultra Guard to start. And this is by Fusion. I happen to have flat open, but I'm going to get that on and get that sealed. And I'm likely gonna do 2 or 3 coats. Well, maybe 3 or 4 coats. But I want to get a lot on there. I don't want it to dry weird. So I'm gonna do the top, then the bottom, then do them all again. And we're just gonna go multiple times on these. Get as much protection as possible. Oh, let's see if I can juggle these. These are my finished balls. So I think that they're super cute. You know what? I love this dark green one with that peachy red. This is kind of the khaki one with the blues, which I think go really well with it. And this is the white with the soft pinks. The idea behind this is just that they become decorative garden balls. You just kind of lay them down a path or on a walkway or in a flower bed, and they just look cute. You could put them on candlesticks as decor pieces on the top of the candlesticks. You could do them up and put them in a bowl, decorative bowl on your coffee table or something. Now, I happen to get these, I don't know if they were hollow cement ones. I really don't know what they were made of. Just because got them because you can do something with them sometime. But you could, again, you know, like thrift old croquet sets for the balls, or, you know, maybe you got them hanging around in your garage somewhere. The sticks and mallets are all broken, but you've got the balls, or bocce balls, or fill a balloon with cement and do some that way. You know, there's so many options and ways to be able to do this, or just take the idea of doing like big flat stones if you wanted. They don't have to be balls. Same process, same steps, just using what you've got and what you can access. So just kind of fun, and I'm getting in the gardening kind of mood, so it was timely. Let me know what you think of this one, guys. Love to hear from you as always. Looking forward to seeing you on the next one. And until then, take care.